I could see why. Yeah, I could see why COVID shots would be like a more acceptable thing for schools because it's first of all, it's an actual thing that's been proven to work despite people saying otherwise. And
And the
also
propaganda.
yeah, and also it's just like it's a better way to be like safe in a learning environment, especially around children because like that just makes sense. It just makes
What was it?
sense, you know?
There was this fucking video that I saw earlier today that was like this guy that wasn't a parent of any of the elementary school
Stools.
children. And he was like, "Do you have any of the parents' permission for any of this? Do you have any parents' permission?" And they were getting like COVID tests, and they were obviously fucking ignoring him because if I'm a teacher and I'm like worrying about my students and I'm getting them a COVID test, then I'm not gonna be fucking explaining myself or arguing in front of a bunch of children like a fucking lunatic.
Like, yeah, it's like half the people that are arguing about stuff either don't know what's going on and propagate stuff anyways, or they're just propagating stuff and refuse to change their mind until they finally see, hey, I've been proven wrong. And even then, sometimes that it doesn't work.
Like
It
a
just
lot of the
sucks.
fucking time. Sadly, that's what the case for fucking most of the time that I figured out because I've talked to a lot, and I mean like a lot of hardcore Republicans, and like Republicanism, cool, that's fine, whatever you like. Trump's penis a little too much for me, but that's fine.
Like,
I
yeah,
talk to them, and then I even discuss how COVID works as a virus, and how masks work to prevent, and how vaccinations work, and they're like, nope, no, fuck you, you're a dick, you're a fucking cunt, I hate you. It's so annoying every fucking
for
time. Because
real.
then they, because then they bring up like a bunch of bullshit, like, oh yeah, did you hear about Nancy Pelosi starting into the fucking test tubes at the science laboratory? And I'm like, fucking shut up. Thousands
Like,
of people have been studying to try to cure this. Not
yeah, and
just a
then
small group of scientists trying to kill thousands of people.
exactly, and then they'll bring up all these like small tests that popped up, or these things that had discrepancies in them to try and prove all this stuff. Like I knew this one guy.
Evenworse.com.
Like I legit, this goes so far up the chain because like I was working at the museum, and one of the people I was working with, he was supposed to be a guy of science, right? And we were talking about vaccinations. I don't remember how we got into the conversation, but like we started talking about vaccinations. And at one point, he's just like, "Oh, I know vaccinations don't work," and I'm just like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" And he's just like, "Oh, there's studies that show that they don't work," and I'm just thinking in the back of my head, "But there's studies
What,
that show that they do work."
what
But
kind
I
of
knew at
bullshit
that
ass
point, there's
studies?
no point in arguing with that guy. That guy's tone of voice, nah, there's no point in arguing with it. He's not
Let
gonna.
me
He's not gonna listen.
let me pull up a fucking argument that I've been going. By the way, fight me.
Oh yeah, and yeah, just it'd be like that. It'd be like that. It's like if you're not gonna talk facts and you're just gonna talk conspiracy and all this stuff that's already been proven wrong, you might as well not talk to me. You know, like come on, man, come on. And it's even more surprising that it was like at the museum, someone who's supposed to know this stuff, know that it works. I bet you anything he was telling kids at the museum that vaccines don't work. I bet you anything. Because I
Okay,
got
hold on.
because I've got people asking me if vaccines work or not.
There was okay. So I got into an argument with. Well, I started an argument because I like to make people angry. Anyways, um, I started an argument with all of these people because I know that they're all. Well, not they're all racist. That's a fucking giant. That's a giant fucking thing to say, and that's
It's a
I'm
big
not Twitter,
accusation there.
and I'm not Twitter, but like weirdly enough, a lot of fucking people on that app are racist and claim to be racist proudly, which is like for one thing, bruh, and then second off, how fucking stupid could you be? So then I said something along the lines of, "You fucking dumbasses! Most of the stories in the Bible are from Africa in that specific area.
Did they
There is a
not
very
know?
likely God that there likely chance that their God is brown or black." And so then hundreds of sorry, not hundreds, but like let's say like a good tens of people were like, "No, fuck you, you suck, you son of a bitch." Legitimately, the last thing that this one guy said was not only call me a hypocrite, but let me read it. Let me read it. His words exactly. "Okay, silly atheist, keep eating diapers."
That's not a point. That's not a point to be brought up, you know? That's just talking. There's no
Plus,
Did they not bring up like any points? Because well, they can't bring up any points because they have none. The only thing that they know is European Jesus, because European version of Jesus made him white, and that transferred over to the Americas.
Okay. He said. I'll start right here. He started asking, "So have you met God before?" "I don't think you have. I don't think you have."
Has he met God before? I don't
Yeah.
think
So
he
I
has.
was like, "I know where he came from because I'm calling him Brown." So you haven't met him. You haven't met him either. You haven't met Mr. Brown either. You fuck. Mad question mark? No, because you're brown, or your god is brown, and that makes me happy because you can't be a racist. The fucking audacity of this bastard when he replies, "Keep crying, baby, because I'm still racist, lol." If God didn't want me to be racist, he wouldn't have made people like you completely insufferable. He's completely okay with me being racist, which is fucking terrible as it is.
And
Like,
also
it's
not true. Apparently, this guy don't know the first thing about Christianity. Like, I'm not even a Christian, and I know more about Christianity than this dude. Like, bro, God gave free will. That's the whole point. God gave free will, so it's your choice to do whatever. That doesn't mean that he doesn't, or that he appreciates racism. It doesn't mean that.
yeah, it's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying
It's
how
so
much these
stupid.
people talk about like, yeah, you're all fucking sheeple and you're gay, and then they all fucking do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I'm,
It's like
I
those
don't
people
think.
are just like, I'm not like other girls when everyone is saying that.
Okay, now I want to transition to the fucking worst part of iFunny, and that's their fucking like man worship. If they're not worshiping like their fucking mailman, then it's not a good day for them. So they all fucking hate women. They all fucking hate transgenderism. They all fucking hate gay people. But when it comes to like men, that's a completely different story. When a man is like talking about suicide and shit, they're like, "Man, this is so deep. I'm so sad," and then every single other person that talks about sadness, or like even doesn't talk about sadness, if there's a person that's just transgender in general, they say join the 41%, which, if you don't know, is the statistics for suicide among the transgender community.
Oh, dang, dang, dang.
Like, these fucking people are always just like, "Oh yeah, never kill yourself because that's upsetting, and stay strong, my guy." And then immediately fucking go back to the fucking double standard of, "Oh yeah, you should kill yourself because you like children and you're a pedophile," when there's fucking bullshit. Not only bullshit stats, and B, they're hating the wrong fucking people on purpose. I don't know how many fucking times I had to explain the same fucking argument, but honestly, I should just stop trying and try to get the fucking app banned off the website, because this has real life implications, and that's fucking terrifying. I at first didn't mind, which is outrageous because I shouldn't have been like, oh, okay, to somebody having a bloody suicide and then people laughing about it. But when it came to, but then like a few weeks later, they had like this one fucking guy that was an arsonist that burned down a popular gay bar, and 3 people were injured. One person was killed, and then everybody was like, "Yeah, yeah, show those gays what for, yeah."
Oh,
And
I
I'm like,
remember that. There's this one YouTuber who's trying to file for copyright claims right now, and he's getting all angry about stuff, and everyone's starting to call him out because earlier in his career, he said he was talking about that shooting, right, and he was saying that all these people deserved to get shot at the at a gay bar, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this guy does not deserve any of the clout that he's getting at all.
there is only one fucking way that you can possibly deserve to get shot, and that is being a pedophile. That is the only way. That is the only possible way that I can think. Your life means fucking nothing.
Stuff's whack, bro. Stuff is whack.
And I'm able to listen to both sides of every argument, I think, when it comes to politics, because anything else I would be fucking hypocritical and biased.
Yeah, when it comes to politics, I'm generally doing my best to be unbiased and being morally good, even though that's not where I am in life. I am not a morally good person, but whenever it comes to politics, I'm always just like, hey, how about now hear me out? We all just get along.
And it's so fucking funny because every time I make an argument that they disagree with, they say, okay, libtard.
That is the most stereotypical thing to say. Oh my gosh.
Like, bro, I'm not even a fucking libertarian. What the fuck are you talking about?
People just don't know how politics works because they don't know what a liberal is.
Bitch!
Thanks. But yeah, most of the time these people don't even know what a liberal is. It's like, bro. Bruh, come on.
First off, chill the fuck out. Second off, learn what a goddamn liberal is. Whenever
it's also the same thing with those people that are just like who always are just like, oh, that's a conservative talking point. Like, they don't know what conservative is half the time. Like, most of the time they don't know what conservative is.
It's just
literally in the name too. Like, come on.
It's just disappointing to think that these are both people.
It's like, it sucks.
Yeah. The worst part is, most everybody that I've talked to about this is like, Honestly, just fucking let it go, Hunter. You can't do anything about it. And I think that's the most bullshit thing, that people are dying and getting hurt, and I can't do a fucking thing about it. Because these goddamn conspirators can't tell the difference between real life and a goddamn, not even a shit post, fucking political propaganda post. Like, this is supposed to be a place for fucking memes, and then it's just not.
I funny, more like I political. It's not even
More
political
like
at
I
that point. It's
retard.
just
Goddamn.
stupid. Yeah.
The worst part is, not even. I've said that like 4 different times because it just keeps getting worse magically. They are starting to like attack other different fucking people. Like they went in. They're going into like r/trans where people go down to get accepted in their community.
Ah.
And they're like, you should kill yourself. Genuinely, you're a waste of space. I fucking hate you. And it's like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Can you be worse of a person? Can you fucking be worse of a person, Tony?
Yes.
Can I kill this thing? No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to iFunny. Like, it started out funny, but it just got worse infinitely. Like, I remember when you first showed me that. It's like,
Yeah, it's just a bunch of dickholes.
oh dang, Undying Mouse didn't work on that. It's kind of surprising.
What can I play?
I don't know, what can you play?
Yeah, that'll work, I guess. I don't have any creatures on the battlefield. I'll have to do that.
Oh, come on.
Like
This is...
it was bad enough when it was just like collective or whatever, just being a bunch of cuntholes. But now it's featured, which means that 90% of the population in iFunny believes the same exact thing.
Dang.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah. I would say Reddit's taking a similar thing that's happening, but at the same time, it's really not. It's kind of like 4chan, how 4chan was going, you know.
Honestly, yeah.
Eventually it's just going to be irrelevant, and then some new platform's just going to pop up and just be like, "Hey, we're like 4chan and Reddit, but better." And then everyone's just going to flood to there.
Hopefully not. Hopefully once iFunny dies, that's just gonna be it.
Yeah, hopefully with iFunny, that just ugh.